Welcome to another used and reviewed video. Today I'm going to be reviewing a pair of Solid Gear Revolution 2 GTX. So that's the Solid Gear Revolution 2 GTX. Okay, I'll just pull that up closer to the camera so you can have a good read. Okay, look up the shoes features. ETPU midsole for endless cushioning, heel counter made with ocean waste, speed lacing, Gore-Tex stretch technology, highly breathable PU foam footbed with Cordura. I think these are the outside is Cordura. Gore-Tex lined. Have a look at that online and look it all up. It'd be better than me trying to tell you. Right, so we'll open the box and have a look quickly what's inside. User manual. The user manual is quite short, nothing long. Just gives you an idea on shoe choice, anti-static footwear, slip resistance, penetration resistance, and maintenance. Okay, and all the other spiel that you can see there that nobody's interested in. I don't know anybody who actually reads these. So let's have a quick look at the shoes. As I said, these are safety trainers, not your normal boot design. Okay, got the Gore-Tex name down the inside, covered by whatever these things are. This material is Cordura. So if you've had a pair of work shorts, you'll probably find these on. This Cordura is quite hard wearing. I've had shorts in it and it takes a lot of beating. Quite a thick sole, very trainer-like. Okay, the only thing I'm a little bit unsure about at the moment is the thickness of this sole. As you can see from the actual top of the orange to the actual bottom of the little moulded sole, the moulded patterns that are in the sole, that's probably about 5 millimeters thick. So it's not a great thick sole. How long those will last will remain to be seen. There looks like the heels and part of the sole are actually filled with what looks like polystyrene. I'm surmising that's what this is, and that's where the ocean waste thing comes from, recycled plastics. It's extremely soft, and it's very, very much like wearing a pair of training shoes. Nothing like wearing a pair of boots. I've never had safety trainers before. I've always gone for safety shoes or boots. They're extremely light, very flexible. Okay, nothing in them. And that, as I said, the flex in the actual heel, if I press that, you can see it, and I'm not pressing it very hard. So when you stand on something, or you're standing on a rocky surface or walking, the amount of energy that kind of sole is going to take out of your, away from your feet while you're walking, is going to be, you know, that's something that I've been looking for. So this type of shoe is a sock design, so there's not actually a separate tongue, if you can see that. All right, it's all one. I'm surmising that the idea behind that is to increase the waterproofing of the actual shoe, because it's all molded in one. The Gore-Tex lining is there inside the grey bit, if you can see it. Okay. Also, the anti-static is part of the actual insole. This is the bit that actually gets rid of any static that's been built up within the shoe. I'm reliably informed. This bit here, obviously in an S. Is it an S or a 2? It's backward S. Anyway, it's the this is the anti-static feature. The insoles are very thin, and I don't think they need to be thick, because all of the give is actually in the actual shoe itself. I'll leave those out so you can just see. If you press inside, they are very solid inside there. It's not like this, soft. It's quite solid. So all of the give is in this part of the sole. Okay. They've come with the fast laces. That has a handy little clip at the end there. Can you see that? Where it clips on, you can actually pull that off so that the shoelace is not dangling about. Once you've pulled it to the tightness that you want it at, you just clip it on. It keeps it all tight and neat. It's not dangling around for you to catch something as you're walking past and then just completely snap it off. Also in this pack, you do get, if you can find them, an extra pair of laces. I have used these fast laces on a pair of Uvex boots, I think it was. They did the job, but obviously nothing's going to last as long as a pair of laces. But this bit snapped. So you do get an extra pair of laces. If you don't like this system, you could cut it off and just use the extra laces, I suppose, which is a nice little touch. So, comfort. Really impressed with them. I've only been walking around them for about a couple of hours, but compared to something like my Blundstone boots and the older Uvex boots that I had, the Uvex boots are probably on par with these for comfort, but heavier. These are extremely light. Okay. I can imagine that these are going to be something that an older, perhaps tradesman, somebody who's having problems with the feet, gets a lot of plantar fasciitis, I think they call it, which is pain in the feet. I get it. Get up in the mornings and it takes a few minutes before you can walk on your feet properly. They do feel like they're bruised. They're bruised in the evening when you take your boots off. I'm hoping that this is what's going to help me along with that as I'm getting older. I'm 55, so whether or not these will appeal to the younger buyer, I don't know. Probably. Whether the price will is another matter. But you only get what you pay for. £177 these are, so they're definitely not a cheap boot. Also, they've got a toe protection. Looks like a very hard-wearing rubberized protection on the end. Can you see that? Okay, so what these are going to be like once you've been crawling around the floor in them, I don't know. I'm probably going to use these for cleaner jobs, possibly going into customers' houses when I'm servicing boilers rather than crawling around the floor. Okay, but as I said, they've got a non-slip heel. This part of the heel, this tread, is a lot softer than that bit. Okay, you've got non-slip on the front, non-slip on the heel, and the tread in between. How long that tread lasts, I don't know. I suppinate, so the outside of the boot gets worn out on the heel. And it doesn't take long when you're on your feet for 10 or 12 hours a day. A lot of money for a pair of shoes, but I can imagine that if you were fashion conscious, I suppose you're going to be spending a lot of money on a pair of trainers. So do they compare? Yeah, I think they do. £177 for a pair of work shoes that you're probably going to be in for 10 hours a day and you hope are probably going to last a year. I'd like to think you could get a year out of these. Depends on how heavy you are on your feet and obviously what you're doing in them. So these are £177 for a pair of Solid Gear Revolution GTX 2s. Bought from a company called MI Supplies in, let me just show you the returns ticket. Can you see that? Right, it's MI Supplies, Teesside Industrial Estate, Thornaby on Tees. I'll be putting the link in the spiel for the video. Obviously you've got all of the other bits onto it. I'll do another video a little bit later on to give you an idea how good these are. But I got these from another guy on YouTube called Ask Adi. He did quite a neat little video. I saw them. He'd been wearing them. Said that they were extremely comfortable. Mentioned that the price was a little bit high, but like I said, you only get what you pay for. And do you want to be comfortable? So give them a look. I have found them for £200. MI Supplies were the cheapest ones that I could find that were supplying these, okay? And give the Ask Adi YouTube videos a watch. He's got some other shoes and other items on there. It's quite informative and quite quick videos. So hope that's helped. I'll do a later video on this, and there's going to be another video on the slightly older version of this boot that I bought at the same time. Okay, thank you.